This is ABC.
And now, here's Karen Ryan.
Welcome. Have you heard this one? High-tech companies helping the federal government to become more efficient. It's a dream, right? Nope. It's a reality. A non-profit joint venture between Vice President Gore's National Partnership for Reinventing Government and Highway 1. ION Business's Gail Flanagan has a progress report.
In the words of Abraham Lincoln, the Department of Veterans Affairs was created to care for him who shall have borne the battle, for his widow and his orphan. Since Lincoln's time, the veterans population has grown dramatically. Today, the VBA is one of the world's largest insurers, paying out nearly $23 billion per year.
There are approximately 25 million veterans in the United States today. Also, members of their family are potentially eligible for some help from us. The average is somewhere around 1 in 3 Americans could come to the Veterans Benefits Administration for some kind of assistance.
Today, the VBA adjudicates 2.5 million claims per year. Processing these claims requires employees to handle over 1 billion pages of documentation. A typical claim folder is measured in inches.
By the time they add the medical records and service records, we could be looking at 400 to 500 pages of records on a veteran.
Struggling with a steadily growing workload, the VBA was drowning in an endless sea of paper. Claims for disability compensation often wait 6 months for consideration, and veterans were frustrated.
They get upset. They do get justifiably so. And it's just as frustrating for our own employees, and no one wants to have a job where you basically can't deliver to the person coming to you for help. You can't help them.
The VBA desperately needed a new claim system, so for help, they turned to the National Partnership for Reinventing Government, Vice President Gore's initiative to streamline government processes, and Highway 1.
This is a great story. The situation was the Veterans Benefit Administration had a problem. Tons of paper, file cabinets loaded with paper, and a sequential way of processing each piece of paper. And the industry people knew there was a better way. They stepped up and said, let us at it. Okay, through Highway 1, they came together and in about 6 months developed a fix and a terrific solution.
Highway 1 is a nonprofit consortium of some of the nation's leading information technology companies, including Cisco Systems, Microsoft, Kodak, Radiant Systems, CSC, IBM, and Eastman Software.
It's a fairly small group. This is not an association. It's a small group of companies that are willing to focus on the mission of helping government run more efficiently and effectively through the use of technology.
The VBA claim system presented a real challenge.
The first time we went into the VBA with all the corporate partners, I have to say it was mind-blowing to see stacks and stacks of files with rubber bands around them and frayed paper on the edges. Some of these date back to the Civil War.
Highway 1 knew they could help. They created a paperless work environment that uses an electronic version of the claim folder. Each member of the Highway 1 team contributed a key off-the-shelf technology. The team wanted a system that was easy to use. To save time and money, they used the VBA's existing infrastructure, a Windows environment that included Microsoft NT, Exchange, and Outlook. Eastman Software's off-the-shelf work folder was used to define the electronic claim folder that manages the actual work process. To scan the documents into the electronic folder, the Highway 1 team tapped Kodak to utilize their strength in imaging, particularly high-end scanners. They teamed up with Radian, a company that specializes in high-volume scanning, to get all those documents into the system.
You can put in small pieces of paper, frayed paper, fragments of paper, prescriptions from a doctor, as well as typed documents, and they just fire right through that scanner.
The VBA was concerned about privacy and access, so the team turned to IBM's smart card technology. Cisco Systems provided the underlying high-speed network backbone, the switching technology that allows documents to travel digitally and securely.
The technology allows them all to access the information at the same time, to work collaboratively on sharing that information and coming up with solutions, and then getting right back to the veteran in a very timely fashion, if not on the phone, at the moment that they're looking at the information on the screen.
Yes, sir. It does show that you were treated for a back condition.
CSC took on the role of system integrator responsible for project management and systems engineering. They led the Highway 1 technical team, working hand in hand with the VBA.
That has been taken care of with the corrections that's been made in the system.
The VBA employees say that having input at the beginning of the project was crucial.
We were excited because our information and our suggestions were used. So now we felt that we were part ownership in this process and this program.
With this information, you can look at medical records, you can look at the rating, you can also look at his service medical records, such as his separation papers.
It cuts the processing time down, way down. It allows us to do other things with our workforce, things that's beneficial to the veteran.
You should receive a response, a formal decision within 7 to 10 business days.
Thank you.
And the experts agree.
It's a core business process. So what's been done here at VA in this office is applicable throughout the rest of VA, but it also applies throughout the rest of government. Everybody in government who's processing paper, and that's the IRS and the Social Security Administration and a who's who of the big government agencies, has got these kind of operations. So this has re-engineered how you do something that's fundamental to government.
Best of all, people at the VBA say the Highway 1 system allows them to do the kind of job they've wanted to do all along.
We're going to help veterans. We're going to do a good job. We'll do something that we've been trying to do, again, for better than 2 centuries. We've been trying to deliver the service to them that they have earned. We've never been able to give that to them in a way that I think really shows our nation's commitment to them. And I think this will give us the opportunity to do just that.